What's up, guys? Pell of 1982 here. And today we're going to jump back into some Guild Wars, but this time I'm going to show you guys how to obtain the heroes and oh, how to explain this. But basically, I'm going to show you guys how to obtain the hero characters in the game, which are your followers in the game. So we're going to jump on my Soulless Warlord here real quick. Now, as you progress through the game, you'll gain new heroes. And what these followers do, they have a unique game set to them. They are pretty much the same as your character, except for a few minor things added to them, such as Cross is a warrior. When you first start with him, he is a warrior type that you gain first when you enter the Nightfall DLC. See here. The same with Talakora and Dunkaro are also added to that list. Jorah you get in the Eye of the North, as well as Fierce Shot. Ogden Stonehead you also get in the Eye of the North DLC. As well as Gwyn, Vec, and finally Mox. The rest of these you get as you progress through the game, through the storyline of certain areas of certain of the DLCs, such as when you go through the factions DLC, you'll gain characters such as Zima here, Zandra, Meloni, Olis, which is a Necro. It's in such as that. But each character, as you can see, these numbers here, I'll show you what I mean here real quick. We're going to add Cross, Pyre, Jara. No, I want Doug Carl. We'll add Mox. So we'll start this out first. So each character will have a certain. Turn down my TV real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So as you can see, each character has their own skill sets for each of their attacks, spells, and such. As you progress through the game, you gain more spells, you learn more skills with them. You are also able to buy skills with them, which will cost you a little bit of gold as well as a skill point from their little from their skill point tallies. And as you progress each time, they level up as you go level up. So, for example, when you first start out, you'll get Cross, and for example, you'll get Cross in the Nightfall DLC. He will start at level 1, and as you progress with him through the levels, he will level with your character as well as any other character that you have in the game. And then as you progress through the game, you'll gain newer heroes that will be higher level than that or the same level as your character. But as you progress through the game, you'll gain them as an ally, and then they'll eventually become a hero to your character. And then you'll be able to summon them and use them to your own advantage. So each character, as you know, there are. Wrong button. So each, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's not. Well, there's more than that. There's about 11 of these different little. I think. Oh no, I'm right. So, as you see, each of these will come in hand. Each profession, each character, each hero will have their own profession, their standard profession, such as Jara here is a warrior. She will start out as a level 20 warrior, and she will then become available once you complete her quest. And then once you complete her quest, you'll be able to use her as a fighter, as a warrior type, and then change her to give her a secondary profession, such as what I was doing earlier. So when you change their professions, you want to change them to whatever you want their strengths to be. So for example, Jorah is a warrior class. So you want them to have more in their warrior strength and their swordsmanship than you would with anything else. Now, if you want them to be uh, an axe mastery, hammer mastery, swordsman mastery, um, stuff like that, then you add those points to that stat, and then they grow stronger with that skill, and their axe attacks will be stronger as well. Same goes with the archer, the ranger classes, and the monk classes, as well as the dervish. Now, each class has their own simple little effect, has their simple little primary professions. Like for Mox, he starts out as a dervish. Now, dervish are a little bit difficult to learn. I haven't yet gotten the hang of these guys, but I have learned a little bit about them, little by little, through playing with them a little bit and messing around with them. Um, they're basically the atonement of scythe mastery, wind mastery, and earth mastery. So when you fight with these guys, they're just going to use. These guys are basically the equivalent of the elementalist, but their skills are a little bit more toned down. So they're not using just straight air magic, earth magic, fire magic, water magic. So they're using wind magic and earth prayers, which boosts their character's skills and everything. So when you use them, they become more powerful with each skill. Oh yeah, you guys are here again. Sorry about that. So I don't normally use Mox that much. So we're gonna kick him from the party real quick. So as you progress through the game, you'll find new characters such as Acolyte Jim, Acolyte Jin, which is another ranger. We got monks, necros, mesmers, which is another class that you'll run across. Mesmers are basically your energy eaters or just straight downcasters. And what I mean by downcasters is they're basically used to basically eat the enemy's energy and drain them of their health at a quickened pace. And then each time they do this, with each skill they progress with, they grow stronger. They gain their energy and their health, just like the necromancer does. But the difference between the mesmer and the necromancer is the mesmer uses its energy to replenish their own energy. They don't use it as a healing type. So as you can see, we got target foe takes 91 damage whenever you cast a spell. They're also spell haters. So when you get hit with one of these guys, with one of their spells, like backfire or empathy or cry of frustration is another one they use, which is very dominant on an opponent. It interrupts their attack or interrupts their skill, and then they take damage forever. For however many points of damage they take. These skills, the mesmer is probably one of the best classes to combine with another class that I like to use, which is the monk. But when I usually make a mesmer, I usually make it to where he or she is just completely overpowering my opponent, and I just blast them with every single skill, and I basically drain them of their health and their energy. And then once their energy is depleted, I usually just finish them off with a normal attack. But so there's that. The assassin classes, which is Zenmai, they're basically your shadow step slash quick in and out fighting tactics. They go in slash disappear. Go in slash disappear. They shadow step away from their opponent, making sure that they don't get hit. So they're basically jumping in and out of the fight while sustaining little damage. Now, my assassin, he's not a frontline fighter. He's a middle fighter, which means his uh, I use more of his attacks than I do the shadow step, which makes me jump back out of the fight and retain some of my health, and then I jump back in. So it depends on how far you jump in and out between each fight. And that's another thing you'll learn. A ritualist, which is what most of my characters are. Exandra is a ritualist, and she basically uses what is called spirit souls, spirit energy. Basically, what these guys are, they can enhance your weaponry, protect your characters, deal damage to your opponents, make them blind, make them confused, uh, make them um, endure a lot of pain, make them sustain damage while they're inside the view of their spirits, etc., etc., etc. So there you go. These guys are very powerful when it comes to using them. I use them all the time because they're awesome. They're good spellcasters. I was thinking about making one, a mesmer one, a long time ago, but I never really got down to it. And that's what I was talking about. You can combine them with the ritualist with the mesmer and make them very powerful. I have yet to do all that, but yeah. So there you go for that. Now we're gonna wander out here a little bit. Get rid of him real quick. Who do I want? Actually, I'm gonna turn her into a. Where is it? There it is. So as you can see, each of their spells will come in handy for each for each of their skills. So as you can see, each skill has its own little effect. You got Shatter Hex, removes Hex from a target ally. Remove effect deals 78 point damage to the foes near this ally. They're Shatter Enchantments, Hex Breaker, Empathy, which deals damage to your foe when you're being attacked. Diversion, Backfire, Dominance. You got your. We're gonna put that out there. Pain. Shadow Song. Now this is the part where it gets a little bit difficult because you gotta go through and figure out what skills you need, what skills you don't need. So we're gonna do. See, we want that one. Just foes interrupts. Oh, I'll keep that one. Empathy. All right, so that we're gonna get rid of that one, and we're gonna add Union for this one. Now, what these skills do, each skill will add something to your character. So when you're fighting with them, you'll be able to use them. So we're gonna get rid of Zindra here. I'm gonna add another. Let's add Pyre. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to go somewhere where gonna go somewhere where we can test these skills out a little. Actually, we're gonna go back here. So this is where I began with my warrior pretty much. Well, not here exactly, but the way this ends is we start over here in this area, and then once we end up here, we jump from Minister Cho's estate to the next area, and then from there we go where we need to go. So, let's see here. We need to go. I think that was where we needed to go, was Dragon's Throat. So we're going to add a few more here. We're going to add some monks to the group here. That way we are fully healed. Can begin this challenge. So as you can see, each of your pets or each of your allies will have their skill sets, and you can always hit these buttons to top them off, so you can see what they're gonna do. The hell? Oh. Oh crap! I forgot. Change that out. Oops. We might die. So these guys here are going to come right at us. All right, here we go. Oh, my animal just died. That's my cue to run. And I'm dead. See, these guys just do not... Ah, fucking monks, come here. Did all my guys just die? Yep, I think they did. Yep. And I'm about to die too. Yep. too many of them. So that happened. Oh, that's another thing. You'll need a adrenaline for these right here. All right, so add all that. So now that you guys got the gist of everything here, this place is just way too big. I can't do it all by myself. You actually need players for some of these. That will help you out a little bit. So we're going to go somewhere else here. That's something I haven't done yet. Oh, look, a dragon. So we're gonna go through here real quick. There's Duncaro. My pet died. Oh crap! I just got. Damn it! Think I might have to change these guys. Some of these guys' attacks, or not attacks, but some of these guys' skills out. I got too many ritualists, I think. Yeah. Oh, my pet died again. Let's see, we need to target the priest first. See ya. Oh yeah. I really hate these guys. Yeah, I think it's time I do some reevaluations here. Jesus Christ. Alright, so now that I got a few things set up on here, I can start going on through the next area. But anyways, guys, I'm going to cut the video short here. If you guys are interested in like I said, I'm going to cut the video short here. If you guys are interested in watching another video, please hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.